Hello there, and welcome to episode 28 of Adventures in Knitting with Jen. My name is Jen, and welcome to my little knitting corner of the YouTube, where I just talk about what I'm making, what I want to make, and all that kind of knitty stuff. Life stuff in there too. I hope you are all having a great summer. I have been enjoying my summer a lot. The last 2 weeks have been pretty busy. I went to go visit my brother and his wife near Kingston, spent a few days there. It was a lot of fun. And they have 3 boys, so it was a lot of fun. Although it was not without some adventure. Well, first of all, they live out in the boonies, and ticks are really bad there. Really bad, and they were getting annoyed with me. My nephew was getting annoyed with me because I was so afraid to go outside. I know, I like to say I'm a country girl, but I'm not a bush country girl. I'm like a town adjacent country girl. Oh my. Yeah, he was annoyed. He's like, Jen, you have to go in the long grass. You're not gonna get a tick. But other than that, that was oh yeah, so what I was gonna say, the ticks, that was something that they were annoyed with me because I didn't want to go outside, but we're too far. And then on our way back, when I was supposed to be coming home, I had them all loaded up in my car. My nephews, the oldest 2 nephews, and my brother, they were gonna come hang out with their other cousins for a few days. Well, my car didn't start. Ugh. This is after having my car in the shop for a week and spending like $5,000 in repairs. Oh, that hurt. So I get there and my car doesn't start. I'm like, what the heck? So I had to call CAA. Thank goodness for CAA Platinum, man. That's, because I was 200 kilometers from the mechanical shop that I wanted to go to, so they towed me all the way back 2 hours, and I got a ride with the tow truck driver, who was a character and a half. I mean, it was great though, because I didn't have to talk. You know, it's kind of awkward going with somebody you don't really know, but he just chatted the whole way about all kinds of interesting things. So it was fine. And then I got home, and I was only home for 2 days, and then I turned around. And because my car was in the shop, it turned out it was the starter was broken. Everything else basically in my car is brand new now, but the starter is now also brand new. Anyways, my plans were disrupted, of course, because it was in the shop and I was supposed to leave on Thursday, like go visit my sister, and I was like, well, maybe I'm not gonna be able to come. And she phoned me immediately. No, you're coming. Get on the train. I was like, oh, right. I never even thought of the train. I don't know why. Anyways, I friggin' loved the train. Oh my word. Because my sister lives in Toronto, and I hate driving through Toronto. I hate it so much. So it was so nice to be able to just relax. I mean, the train was 4 hours. That's how long it takes me to drive there, so it wasn't a big deal, and arrived stress-free and had a great little weekend with her. And yeah, went to the beach and shopping and all that fun stuff. Of course, in both locations I visited yarn stores, but I will talk about that later. So yeah, I just had a great last 2 weeks. Now I'm back, my home base, and it's August, what is it, 4th today, 5th? Check, it's 5th. August 5th. I can't believe it. I head back in 20 days. I only have 20 days left. Oh, so sad, but soaking up all the time with my nieces and nephews. Just loving it. Okay, so finished objects. I have done my Tolsta tee, which I'm wearing. I am so excited. I love it. I love it so much. You see, if I stand up, you can kind of see. No, I'm too close. Or sit back. There we go. I sit back. There you go. Yes. So I was originally going to make the size 4, but when I was about here, oh no, I think I was close to the sleeves, and like increasing for sleeves, and I was supposed to increase more, right, for the size 4, and I'm like, I don't think I need to. So I kind of just did a little try on, and I'm like, no, this fits right now. So I stayed at a size 3. I didn't increase anymore. I just did the size 3, which I'm very glad because it fits perfectly. My gauge might be a little off because I did do a gauge swatch, and I got gauge, but it was a lazy gauge because I didn't block it or anything, you know, so there was room for error in the gauge swatch. So I think going under was a better bet because it was probably too loose. I am a loose knitter. Anyways, all that to say, it fits perfectly exactly how I want it to, and I made it longer. I know I was debating, but I'm just so happy that I made it long. I did not helical knit. I just knit straight, and you can kind of tell maybe a little bit. I feel like up here is a little darker than the rest of it, but okay. Well, now I'm all messed up. Apparently, my phone stops recording, and whenever a phone call comes in, stupid telemarketer too. Anyway, so I forget where I was. Tolsta tea. Yes, 2 skeins. Perfect. Probably gonna make the crop version, maybe, but who knows? Because by the time I get around to making it, I'll probably have found a new pattern I want to make. Anyways, love it, love it, love it. Recommend the pattern. So easy to follow, and there's so many different variations. Like her original pattern, sorry, hair, is stripes, but I'm not really big into stripes, so I did this. And I've seen other people do like a picot edge, which I mean would have been cute. I should have done that, but I didn't. So that is my one finished object. Yeah, well, I have others. I made another scrunchie and another headband, but I mean, I've already showed those to you. I haven't started one today, but I will. I'm just using scraps, right? So this is what my next scrunchie will be made out of. I made the one last weekend out of this too, so yeah, that is my scrunchies and headband progress. I did make a little stuffed animal too for my nephew, but I want to talk a little bit more about that, so I think I will talk about that next podcast and maybe have him come and talk about it too. So yeah, finished objects. On to works in progress. So when I was on the train, I brought this with me, and this is the Carolina Beach wrap. I don't remember how much I had last podcast, but I have done quite a bit on it. 4 hours on a train. And the whole idea with this is you just make a long rectangle, and then you're gonna sew it together on one end, so you have like a neck opening, and it'll be this long, and it has a little, you can't see it, a little picot edge here where you just cast on 3. So yeah, I was knitting on this on the train. It was kind of funny. You know, I love knitting in public because you just kind of make different connections with people. And there was this older lady walking to the bathroom behind me, and she stopped, and she didn't speak a word of English, but she was like, oh, you know, like making signs, and I'm pretty sure that her sweater that she was wearing was hand knit, so that was kind of fun. And then there was this lady sitting across from me, like a little behind me, and I guess she'd been watching me knit. I always choose an aisle seat because then it gives my arm room, and I'm not bugging whoever's sitting beside me. I learned that the hard way. So when I'm gonna knit in public on a train or a plane, I always choose aisle. Okay, so this lady, she was watching me, and she just kind of tapped me on the shoulder. She's like, how are you making those holes? And it's super easy. It's just yarn overs, but you yarn over two. Yarn over twice and then drop one yarn over. And knit two together, obviously, after that. So yeah, it's really pretty. I mean, come on. You can tell I have a color theme. This is also silk and linen. And it's fingering weight. This is from Akara Yarns. And I think, if you remember, I said that I had found it and it was a big mumbled, jumbled mess. So I decided to knit on it. The theme of this summer seems to be silk. Because I have my other work in progress, which I just started. I've only worked on it for 2 days. Of course, as soon as I finished this, I had to cast on something else. And it is also made with silk. So all I have so far is this. Is a waistband, because I'm making the Flutter Butt Shorts by Jessie May Designs. So all I have is a waistband so far. You can see. I mean, because who doesn't want a pair of silk shorts? This silk is a little different. It is Tolsta silk, and I was learning about it, looking up on it, because it's definitely a different feel. It's not as soft. It feels more like rustic than this silk. But Tolsta silk is basically wild silk. It's not from silkworms. It's from a moth. Well, I mean, they become moths, but it's not the same creature. And they're in the wild, and people to this day go out into the wild and harvest them. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So I just started, and they're just, yeah, shorts that I will probably never wear in public. They're just gonna be my hanging around the house fun shorts. And this yarn is from, I'll show you, the Fiber Imp. Backwards for you. And it is Purple People Eater is the color. So yeah, that is my big project that I'm working on. I am getting to do one a month, because I finished my quilty in June, finished this in July. So that'll be my August project, and then September and October and November are not for Jenn knitting. I have presents to knit. Which I will talk more about the stuffy that I made for my nephew. It's a Mario character, and when my other nephew saw that, they put in their request. So I am apparently making a Mario and a Luigi stuffy for Christmas for two of my nephews, and I was like, I don't know if I can do that, guys. Like, I'm not sure. Like, this is, stretching my abilities here. And he's so cute. How old is he? 4? He just looks at me with his little eyes. He goes, I believe in you, Jenn. So cute. Alright, that is all I've been working on. However, I do have a lot of yarn to show. Because, of course, I went to yarn stores when I was visiting my brother and his wife, because his wife loves to knit too, so excuses. And then I went with my sister in Toronto. I also ordered from Hobie, which I know I've talked about them before, but I just was curious to see, what the quality of their linen varieties were. So I've ordered a whole bunch, and the plan is just to try it out before I make a garment with it or anything, is to make a bunch of like head handkerchief kind of deals for the summer, because I really like wearing them in the summer. So, and yeah, so they sell BC Garn, Lino, they sell it there. I mean, you can buy this at a lot of yarn shops too, but you can get it from Hobie. And this is 100% linen. Very rustic-y, of course, because that's linen. And then they also have this from BC Garn, Lino, and it's 50% linen and 50% cotton. So it's softer, a lot softer. And this is like a thicker. I mean, technically, it's really hard with Hobie to figure out what the gauge is and what they say the yarn is not accurate as far as weight. So like this is definitely like, I don't know, light fingering, and this it's probably twice that. So maybe a DK. It's kind of a guessing game. And then this is, I'm not sure how you say that. And it is Viscose linen and cotton. It's really soft. But it's a fingering weight. So I bought quite a few of this black one, and I think I'll hold it double to make that. What else did I order? Oh, I wanted to try their silk and cotton because I've seen a lot of that. So this is their Friends cotton silk. Oh my word, it feels amazing. Amazing. So, because I'm kind of done with cotton, knitting cotton garments. I don't enjoy it. Like I enjoy the knitting process, but the finished product, well, I mean, I only have one that I made myself anyways, and it just stretches. Ugh, doesn't hold its shape. Oh, we're having visitors. Oh, my little niece is coming outside. Anyways, so I wanted to try mixed with something else. And then I have this one. It's the same, and it is cotton, silk, and cotton and silk too. Yeah.
What, Jenny?
I'm making a video.
Right there.
Yeah, I'm right there. I'm making a video. Yeah, so that is all the yarn that I got from Hobie. So when I went to Kingston area, we went to Unraveled in Perth, and I wanted to get yarn to make my little nephew's project. But I also, one of my nephews is a drooly little baby, so I picked up some cotton, and I'm just gonna make him some bibs. There's this little pattern. I should find the designer. It's called the baby scarf, and it's just a cute little cotton bib. So I can make probably 3 of these. Yeah. Then when I was in Toronto, my sister wanted to pick up a gift for a friend who liked knitting, so I went with her. And then I only needed needles to make my stuffy for my nephew. But then the lady said that all of the yarn on the floor was on sale. Had to. Of course I had to. Like, look at this. Kind of has a homespun look to it. It is Fleece Artist. 100% wool. Brown sugar. Oh, I love. Can you tell I like browns and pinkies? Because this is the next one. Both from Nova Scotia, actually. Different designers or artists, but both from Nova Scotia. Look at this pink. Isn't that gorgeous? 100% merino wool. Front Country is the brand. Actually, it's the same. Never mind. It is the same company. Fleece Artist. But different.
Jenny!
Oh, gorgeous. Oh, you got out. The little rashki. Sorry, rashki is a word that they use in the community that I live, which is a whole nother topic, to describe a mischievous little child. And it's just become part of my vocabulary now. And she's crawled over the gate. So I should probably go. But
Jenny, watch this.
Oh.
That's what I can do.
Oh my. Oh my goodness. Come here, Ruby.
But Jenny.
Come here for a second. Come here. Come here, come here, come here. There she is. My little niece. What do you got on your face? Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Alright, well, I am going to go soak up some niece and nephew time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer. Take care.